everyone. My name is Tanya Rodzianko, and I work with the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs at the U.S. Department of State. And behind me is a very special group of musicians from Pakistan, from Lahore, called the Sachal Jazz Ensemble. And next to me is David Schroeder, Director of Jazz Studies at NYU. And we've asked David, the Bureau has asked David to conduct a master class with these really unique musicians to show all of you, the next generation of musicians in America, how Pakistani musicians have taken and fused American music with their traditional instruments and with their sound, and introduce you to that, and to basically show all of us in a most beautiful way that all of us are one on this planet, and music is a common language that we can all speak. Anyway, David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Tanya. This will be in part as a part of the interview series from NYU Steinhardt. So I'd like to welcome all the great musicians here today. And from Pakistan, the Sachal Jazz Ensemble. And they're unique because they incorporate American jazz. And part of this is some of their works that they'll be playing today will be Dave Brubeck's Take 5, maybe something from Stevie Wonder, maybe something from Henry Mancini. So let's take it from there, and the Sachal Jazz Ensemble. Thank you, gentlemen. That was absolutely beautiful. Great job. Let me ask you about your music, but first about how you got involved with jazz music, because this is a jazz program, a jazz school, and you're playing for jazz musicians.
इनका सवाल ये है कि आप जैज़ में किस तरह दिलचस्पी आपकी हुई और आप फैसला किया कि जैज़ म्यूजिक बजाएं.
Actually, the jazz music and our classical music principles are same. Especially in the jazz music, you select a riff. And in our classical ragas, we play a asthai. Asthai is similar to the riff. Like any riff, any kind of punch line, we called asthai. And jazz music totally improvised. You select the circle of the beat, cycle of the beat, and some chordal sequencing, some chords progression. Same like in our classical ragas, we select a rag, which is scale. That should be any kind of scale. That may be in Lydian, that may be Mixolydian, that may be in Dorian, that may be in Phrygian. It's very similar. So he said us that I am thinking about to collaborate jazz music and our classical music. Is this possible? And we all Sachal Jazz Ensemble, we heard a lot of jazz musician classical, especially Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, Dave Brubeck, and Frank Sinatra as well. And we decided to play in our traditional instruments. Basically, we all are in Pakistan film industry, but we work so many other places in Pakistan. And Izzat Majid, they took us for this project, and he decided, and then we work hard, lot of work hard in Sachal studio in Lahore, back in Lahore, and we done something, and you appreciate that. We are really thankful to you that you admire us, what we did in that's jazz music.
Well, we do admire you. It's really fantastic. For me, it's amazing that your interest in jazz, because we have a similar interest in your music, and we're trying to pursue that. Many of our classes here, but it's like another language.
Yeah.
It's like a second language to try to play and emulate your music.
In the start, Tanya said this is the universal language of music. Yes. The music is music. I consider there is no maybe there are genres of music and genders of music, but personally I consider, maybe I am wrong, music is the same everywhere. Just expression change the feel of note. But there are 12 notes in the whole planet, just 12 notes. The jazz, classical, folk, bebop, blues, everything in the 12 notes. But you have to decide what you have to play and of which style you have to play. If you are a true musician, you can do it. If you live for the music, your life for the music, would you believe our lives dedicate to the music? We always think about, there is a funny story. I always shopping with my children and my wife. And she said, please select the cloth for children. And I am thinking something music. Where are you? You are with me. I am not with you. You just select it. Then she said me, you always in the music. Now you go with me, but I will select the cloth of children. So even something religious, somebody is performing a azan, and I think about what note he's using that azan. It means only music in our lives, and there is nothing else.
Music affects everything.
Yes.
Yes. I know that you have children that you're teaching to play the bansuri.
Yes, of course.
What are your hopes and expectations for them in life?
There is an example. we made for the music. We all are. We can't alive without music. Music in our blood, music in our soul, music in our eyes. We think about the music. We live the music. Even the music is a food of our soul. What kind of situation in Pakistan, law and order, doesn't matter. But I will teach music to my children. It's my pray, and I will do it. And my children, my son, he said, I will play flute, and I said, thanks God, he want to learn flute.
Can you talk about how you interact as you improvise? And to add to that question, do you consider when you play, do you improvise or do you embellish?
What I played here today, would you believe it was total improvise. Just we decide to scale and some structure, and it was totally improvised. And I don't know how it's come, but thanks to my teachers, my God, when I involve the music, and I watched so many doors of improvisation, and I go there and come back and go another where it's like a playing ground for me.
When you'd mentioned the spiritual zone, it's actually just open to the process of what might come out of your instrument.
I can explain my flute. For example, I'm here, and just I imagine I am in spiritual zone. I just feel. I will play like that. Can you? Also, सब D note, सिर्फ D note there.
I get it now. I understand. Thank you. Would you be open to playing music with some of my students and faculty, maybe? Yes? Is there anybody here that would like to play? So what will we play today? What would?
Let's play a raga.
Raga.
Something
Raga.
that you guys would bring.
Brad, do you have a key that's better for that?
No.
No. Okay, so these,
D. Do you mind?
D G. You mean D minor?
Yeah. Major. D or G or.
D minor. We play.
D minor. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we play. Yeah. It's a Dorian.
Okay.
D Dorian. कोई give चार मात्रा लाओ. तीन ताल ला लो. क्या नहीं simple ला लो.